story we read this morning with Miss Green Deer? No, Black Deer. Miss Green Deer was last week. This morning was Miss Black Deer.
More.
Gabby.
About
Where did you get your moccasins? Do you remember what was funny about the story?
They kept on asking.
Danny.
They kept on asking.
They kept on asking, right? Do we ask a lot of questions?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe those kids were a little bit younger than you?
Yeah.
Who has younger brothers and sisters?
Me.
Do they ask why? Why?
My brother doesn't lie because he's just saying like
Yeah. Younger kids ask why all the time.
because they want to know.
In the end of the story, there was something that was very silly. All through the story, we talk about the leather, right? The leather that his grandmother made his moccasins with. All about how she got the leather ready, and who had killed the deer for the leather, and the whole process of making the moccasins. And what an important process that was. And then in the end, it says, that's nice beadwork on your moccasins. Yes, my Colton did the beadwork. Where did she get the beads? Remember where?
From
the store, right? So you spend this whole process of making these moccasins, and it's so fantastic and important. And then where did you get the beads? From the store. That was pretty funny. We are going to make our own story that is kind of like this one. All right? But it's about something that we might make. Are you ready to hear it? Okay. It's called Where Did You Get Your Ice Cream? There's a little boy sitting on a bench at the park, and he's eating an ice cream cone. And his friend walks up to him and he says, where did you get your ice cream? My Nana made it. Who's your Nana? My grandma. Where did she get it? She made it. How did she make it? With cream, sugar, vanilla, salt, and ice.
Salt?
And where does cream come from? It comes from the milk of a cow. And where does sugar come from? It comes from a tall plant called cane. Where does the vanilla come from? It comes from a bean that grows on a plant. Where did the salt come from? It came from the earth. Where did the ice come from? It came from water. Where did the cone come from? The store. The cone came from the store. So we go through this whole process of making the ice cream, and we got the cone at the store.
Raise your hand if you've ever made homemade ice cream. Oh, just raise your hand for me. I just want to see how many of you have done that before. I'm just interested. Okay, thank you. We'll talk more about it later. I want to hear how you made it. Yeah.
So, you guys already noticed that we have everyone in pairs up here, right? Everybody's partner. You are all going to tell a part of this story for us, okay? So you are going to be writers and illustrators in your pairs, okay? And you need to work together to make this happen, all right? So if Anna is my partner, we are going to get a piece of paper, writing paper. We are going to get a piece of drawing paper. And then we're going to get a pencil because we want these drawings to be our very best work. So we are going to draw in pencil before we use crayons or markers or colored pencils. Okay?
Okay.
So we're going to get those two papers, and then I am going to give you your piece of the story. So Charlotte and Sarah, you are going to write and illustrate the cone part. So this is your part. Where did the cone come from? The store. All right? The store. Does everyone understand their job with their partner?
Yeah.
And am I missing anything
Can
with
we
that?
talk for just a second about the illustration? Because that's super important. Let's say that your piece of paper is this big, and I'm going to pretend that I'm Charlotte and Sarah, and I'm doing the part about the cone.
I forgot.
Where did you get the cone? Well, we got the cone from the store, so here's the cone. I'm done. What do you think? Does it look good for a book?
No.
Why not?
It's small. And it's just floating.
It's small and it's just floating. Okay, so how can I fix it? How can I make it?
Take your time.
I'll take my time, and what can I add to it, Gabby?
Add the bench to the board.
Well, I could. I could
Add
add
the
the bench. There's the bench, and this is just going to be a fast drawing for me because you guys are waiting and doing so awesome. Here's the boy. Here's his hand, and here's the cone. And then maybe he's thinking, and in his head, he's thinking about festival, the store,
Festival.
or Woodman's, or wherever it is they shop.
Woman.
Okay. Or Walmart, or wherever. You know, maybe that's part of the drawing. And then I can add the sun, you know, the clouds, some grass.
Grassy.
Okay. So I'm putting a lot of detail into it, right? You don't have to do it just like this. He doesn't have to be thinking about it. Another way we could do it is that he could be, this is the paper, and he could just be at the store buying it. So here's the inside of the store. Here's all the shelves of food. Here's the ice cream cones. And I would add more food on the shelf. Like here's the ice cream cone box. And here's the boy. And he's shopping. And here's his shopping cart. So there's so many different ways you can do it. There's so many different ways, but the most important thing is that you make use of your what?
Picture.
Make use of your paper space. You have this whole space. Don't waste it by drawing a tiny, itty bitty little picture. All right? All right. That's all I got. So, Miss Kristy, do you want to hand out their things and get them started?
Let's go through. All right. This is the writing paper pile. This is the drawing paper pile. And it has everyone's pencils.
Come see me and I'll give you one that's already sharpened enough.
I have ice, so Noah and Tommy,
Me, Daddy, no.
come on up. If you would like to look in the moccasin book to see what some of the pictures are like, you may take it to the table. All right, the salt is Bryn and Shay. Vanilla is Danny and Malachi.
Okay, so I think
The cone is Charlotte and Sarah.
how many?
I will each take one. Take one for your partner.
Guys, you may go ahead and get 2 of the drawing papers. Danny just asked me, and I think that's a good idea for you to do. It's being double-sided. DJ and Iris.
Sarah and Charlotte.
I think I write it on the
Miles, Mia, and Gabriella.
I got
Allison, Emerson, Porter, and Xavier. I need to cut this one in half because I had forgotten that we had another group. So you guys go ahead and get your stuff, and I will cut this.
We don't know what to do on both of them. Miss Kristy. You'll write two dark side. They're all
Okay,
You're not using markers, we are only using pencil right now. I'm going to give you this, and Porter, I'm going to give you this.
Okay.
over here, we'll use clipboard.
You are the beginning.
Okay.
Yep, so this is our part of the story.
I don't think so.
You're at the other side. See? Your wings over there was like this side.
let's leave that alone, please.
My chance.
Here, we can
Turn off the video camera for a while.
I think it's probably done anyway. Oh, it's not.